until you've resolved that issue. Um, for the most part, I think there are some times where this is like contradictory, but um, for the most part, while rather you've chosen there, whatever, it's it it's pretty obvious. But anyway, you can't hang out with your party members and whatnot, so we won't be able to hang out with them until we save Yukiko. Um, and there are also certain days that people are available. Like every person has their own availability. I don't know if I can pull that up. I think I can. I don't think we can look at it until we're told about it. But Yosuke, you can hang out with Yosuke like Monday, Wednesdays, and I think Saturdays, and then every holiday or day you have off. Yeah. Imagine getting yelled at by your teacher for having to like be forced to do something so you can't be in school. It's pretty shit. Yeah. I don't think we can get anything now, but I'm gonna try. Sometimes you can get sports clubs are going to be accepting first year members starting tomorrow. Oh, okay. So, clubs are like another way to get social links and whatnot. We'll see more about that tomorrow. We'll have to pay attention and make sure we don't miss out on that. This is a Persona 3 reference. In Persona 3, at the front of your classroom, there was a person that sat here. I think they were looking at like the town map and whatnot. And like they allowed you to fast travel out of the school into different floors and whatnot, but since we have it tied to a button now, it's really not. I think she just kind of explained what's going on. But throughout the school and throughout the town, now that we've learned about the TV world, people will like a lot of this stuff is just kind of pointless to like sit here and like read every single person's dialogue. But some people will give you like they're literally just quests. I think they're even called that, but you can get various rewards for helping people out. But I don't think we can get any of those right now. That's my knowledge, anyway. Here you can check your. I don't think we can do that yet. Yeah, I don't think we actually do that yet. This is like your locker, and like when you do good on like tests and stuff, sometimes you get like notes in there and whatnot. It's weird, but it's a neat little thing. In the mountains, I think we're fine. Negative and positive ions in the mountain, good for your health. You need to calm down, buddy. I am a Chancellor student, yes. I have heard of Daidara. Oh, it's not a chain, I just... Yeah, whatever. In Persona 3, this had a point. Using the restroom had a purpose. If you were sick, you could use the restroom and you'd have, like... I think it's a 20% chance to, like, raise your like, mood level. So if you were sick, you could go from, like, sick to just being tired. If you were tired, you can go from being tired to feeling good. It's pretty funny, but, yeah. I have heard about the Midnight Channel. Get it to work. Now, I don't want to see anybody on that. Get out there in the field. I don't think you understand the true nature of the Midnight Channel, clearly, but whatever. You guys complaining about being late. What? If late, it's generally your fault, idiot. So you're able to join. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. And there are more clubs than just the sports clubs. You can continue exploring, like right here. Oops. It's here. This is meaning of appearance. The drama club uses it for practice. Maybe you should visit when you're able to join. There'll be another day we can join those. Yeah, I don't think I can. Yeah. These first couple of days, there's not too much you can do, except just go into the TV. Is it this lady? Yes. This lady will also allow you to check the weather forecast. She wants to grow up and be a meteorologist, so I guess she just magically knows what the weather's like, even though, you know, there's no way you can know that. That's nice. Anyway, we're gonna go into town. Shut. So you can just go home if you want to just waste the day. You can just go home and just burn the day and go straight to the night cycle. But instead, it's the 20th, that's right. And we're gonna go into the Velvet Room. Because I do believe I acquired 2 personas. So, I can go in here and see what this persona fusing nonsense is all about. Thank you, Igor. There are a number of personas you possess and provide you with the ability to fuse them. Alright, so I'm going to explain this stuff. So the compendium, I'm just going to burn through her dialogues. I feel like I'll do a better job. Essentially, whenever you get a persona, it's automatically registered at that stat. But as you gain XP for it, and subsequently levels and skills, you can come in and you can register it at its current state. So right now in the compendium, we have Izanagi at his base level 1. And this can be useful to keep him in the compendium as level 1. Because Persona's levels affect the persona that you're fusing. It's a very detailed and intricate process. It's extremely well thought out. If not a little bit confusing still, but and the abilities rather that they have on them can also be transferred over. So sometimes you'll want a lower level persona, sometimes you want the higher level because you have the extra skills you can transfer over. But I'm gonna register Izanagi at level 4 because if I get rid of him, I wanna have Rakunda because defense lowering is very nice. But in the compendium, you can buy back any persona you don't currently have inside you. To use, you can buy them back for a set fee, and this fee goes up based on the level of the persona. I think that's the only thing that affects it is the level. I don't think anything else affects it. But yeah, so you can go by what arcana they are and what level they are. And each persona has a different arcana attached to it, but I'll explain that a little bit more later as well. Now, for Igor's thing... Jesus. For Igor's thing... There's a variety of methods used to fuse together, yeah. I'm just gonna burn through this again, I think I'll do a better job explaining it, it'll be a little easier. So... a normal fusion is you just fuse 2 personas together to make something. And like I said, the parent personas, the levels, and their arcana determine what arcana the child persona becomes. So like their levels and their types determine not what level the persona is. The level of the persona will always be its base one. So I can never make a level 7 Apsaris, essentially. I can only make a level 4 one. However, if I had the Temperance social link, when I created this persona, it would get bonus XP based on the level I had of that social link. See if I can... No, it looks like I can't make any magicians or chariots or whatever. But that's kind of like the base thing. And when you fuse personas, like you see how this persona would gain Rakunda and Agi. Each time you select, I think it's the second persona. No, I think when you select the first one and the second one, these skills are re-rolled. Some abilities have a higher chance of being transferred over than other abilities. which is weird. In this game, it's still randomized, so you have to kind of just sit here and just like keep doing what you want. If you want a specific set of abilities transferred over, you have to keep doing that, unfortunately. In all the games beyond this, and Persona 4 Golden, the other version of this game on the PlayStation Portable, I think it was on the Vita actually, and Persona 5, you can just choose what abilities you transfer over, which is so much nicer. You still only have a select amount of slots, and the slots are based on the total number of skills between each parent persona. So if there are 6, I can transfer over 2 here. Each persona can only have 8 total skills, but there's that. Also, you can only use personas that are of your level or lower. So this persona, Kusith, is level 6, so I cannot fuse it. I can only fuse Apsaras, which is level 4. The only thing that gets behind this, or behind, yeah, I guess, I don't know, this rule, is if the persona's like bonus XP would take it higher than what you can currently use. If like you're level 20 and you fuse a 20 and it gains XP up to level 22 because of the fusion, then you can still use it. You just can't create personas unless you've met the minimum requirement for it. So that's kind of this. Triangle fusing is if you use 3 personas together, same exact thing, literally no difference. It's just you fuse 3 personas instead of 2, and there'll be different, things beyond normal and triangle later on. Fusion forecast. Basically, what this is every day that you fuse personas, you'll get like your normal bonus stats or whatever. But some days, if like right here, if I was to use a magician persona, so Ukobach, or not, I think Ukobach is the devil. I think Pixie's the magician. But if I were to use magician when I was fusing a persona that I was using Pixie and something else, it would get Zio as a free skill, which is kind of neat. But generally speaking, this is never pertinent. You don't really need to pay too much attention to this. It's a cool mechanic, and if you want to utilize it, you can. But a lot of the time, it's more useful to just fuse personas whenever you want to fuse them. But that's that. I'm not going to fuse any personas right now. I don't need to. Since we're going to go back into the TV world anyway. I can understand if like this portion of the game is not the most entertaining in the world, but it's few and far between. It's generally speaking, the everyday life kind of thing takes over a lot more than the battle system. It's generally not too much. It's generally not too. It's not the focus of the game. The main focus of the game is the characters and the story and whatnot. The RPG element of it, like the battle element of it's not the main focus, which is quite different than other things. Those materials that I was talking about, you can come here and you can sell all your materials to him, and you get a bunch of money this way. This is a fantastic way to make money. Is to sell him the things that you acquire from beating up all the shadows. It's like just an additional money. And if you sell enough of something to him, he will craft something for you. Also, welcome back, LaFancy. Crafted the lizard charm. So now, if we go here to the accessories, we can buy the lizard charm, which increases our magic by 1. It's not like super necessary, but you can do it. It is there if you would like. We can still buy all our normal weapons, but like I said, the weapons aren't super useful. The only thing it really affects is the other thing, unless it has stats tied to it. Or not stats, but has like bonuses tied to it. So like sometimes we'll have like a +2 to strength or something. But for the most part, it only really affects your all-out attack damage. And yeah, she already has the chainmail. That's what she bought for herself. I think they're the accessories like normal, but I'm not going to buy anything. There's nothing really necessary to buy. So you're going to be utilizing your persona skills a lot more than your basic attacks, and the all-out attacks are going to do a lot of damage anyway, regardless of your base weapon damage, so it's not too useful. Yeah, I know how to fast travel. Again, this is a store. One thing to note is these vending machines. You can spend 120 yen to buy an orange smash or a tap soda. Essentially, the orange smash is an HP recovery item, but the tap soda is it's down here. Is a soul drop. It restores 10 SP, and this is so useful. So I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna buy a shit ton of these really quick. I'm gonna buy like probably like 10. They're not super useful like later on, like once you get to later on into the game. But for right now, when our SP pool is so low, and we want to be staying in the TV world for longer, these are super nice for how cheap they are. It just sucks you have to buy them one by one. It's like Soda Pop, and well, just Soda Pop in Pokemon. Oh, that's right, I forgot. The vending machine gets sold out after a little while, so you can't just sit here and abuse it, but that is a thing. I forgot about that. But it's very useful, it's very worth your money to do that. No, that's a part-time job. Okay, so I can't tell you. So some of the activities you can do that aren't like your social links, well, some of your social links will as well, but other things will give you like a higher boost in your things, and your like social stats, I guess is what they're called. But if you wanted to, you could come here and you could eat this food, and it would raise your courage if you didn't want to go inside the television world. We're gonna come here pretty much every day it's raining. Maybe not every single day, but if it's raining, we're gonna come here because there's a special that goes on, and it's a little bit more expensive than normal, but you can get 3 stat increases from it instead of just 1. The stat increases are random. You'll never get the same increase, like you'll never get 2 understanding and 1 expression. You'll get 3 separate ones, but it is very useful. It's very worth your time to come here as much as you can. I don't know if I can actually abuse these vending machines up here as well or not. Ooh, you totally can. Oh, I think these all give you 5 SP, I think, I don't remember. Which are not nearly as useful. I won something? 5 free can. What? Yo, let's go. I don't remember. I think all of these are 5 SP. Wow, okay. Wow, that's super random. That's incredibly rare. These machines, whenever you play them, you have a chance to win free stuff. Yeah, so all these are 5 SP, so they cost the same amount and restore less, but you have that extra chance of just winning some for free. So it's also worth it to kind of do that. And yes, it's all the same. I'm just gonna buy the same one so I don't have multiple items clogging up my thing. But yeah, like I said, every time you buy a drink here, you can do that. I should have just started buying the Neo since it was the top. But yeah. I think... oh, no, I can still go. It's very nice, very useful, so there's no reason not to just abuse the hell out of this. I think... oh, no. I wish you could just make it go by faster. But you cannot, unfortunately, make it go by faster. Alright. I think these are... yeah, these are the same machine. Okay. I need to go get a bottle of water. I'm gonna continue. But yeah, so that's that. If you ever decide to play through the game yourself, keep these things in mind. They are super useful early on. Like I just got so much SP recovery. Like 10 times 5 is 50, times another 50 or plus another 50 is 100 SP recovery, and I only spent like 3 grand. I mean, it's not a very good return on investment, but it is very helpful for early on. Also, yo, Chim Force, I think it was Chim, right? Is what you told me to pronounce it as. Thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. Welcome everyone from Chim's stream. Normally I do the speedruns, but I'm casual enough playing. Probably, if it's not my favorite, it's my second favorite RPG ever. I'm gonna leave the shopping. We're gonna go to Junes now. We're gonna actually enter the TV world again. I'm gonna try to rescue Yukiko as soon as possible. Is that right? Alright, cool. I was on the right elevator? Hello, Yusuke. So here you can confirm the situation. This basically just sums up everything. If you haven't played in a few days, you can come here and figure out what's going on. You can also check the weather if you want to make sure you have enough days to do whatever and whatnot. We're just gonna go straight away to the TV, and I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get a bottle of water. Alright, hello. No, please, Teddy. So in the TV world, you have these butterflies. The butterfly is also out in the shopping district. I don't think I pointed it out, but you can use these as a save point. I always recommend saving before you go in to the TV world, or before you go into like the dungeon, because like I said, if you die as the main character, you just get like an unlucky streak and you just die. You have to restart to your last save point, so always save before you go to the dungeon. And you can also enter the Velvet Room if you would like from inside the TV world, so that way you're not like, you know, stuck to only doing it in the area. And it's the exact same thing, nothing different about it. Just wanted to show that off. I didn't actually mean to hit X, just kind of did it out of force of habit. But when you're ready to go, you just talk to Teddy, and he'll take you straight away to Yukiko's castle. I think if we talk to Teddy again... Nope. Oh, yeah, okay. He just give you some more items. Gives you go-homes. Essentially, go-homes are escape ropes from Pokemon. It should be fine. Exactly. There's no reason to rush things and get careless. Savor at our own pace. Different from yesterday, yes. Like I said, each day that like passes, the dungeons get different. The dungeons will get different, so the map will always reset and whatnot. Like, remember here, we didn't go right here last time, we went straight. I think it curved diagonally, but, you know. Anyway, so So now you may have recognized that Chie has her own portrait. So Chie is she's a party member. So we have to make sure we change her over to direct commands so we can 100% control her. We're gonna get a chest. Soul drop, yes. I love getting SP recovery items. They're like the only thing I like getting from chests, like the red chests. Other than like the lifestone and whatnot. Like, lifestone is nice because it's a huge HP recovery item. It's a 30% of your max HP. I think it's max. It might be current. I'm just gonna skip these guys so we're not just in here for too long. You don't need to like grind super duper hard in this game. You can if you want. You can sit on like the highest floors of a dungeon and just sit there and just grind the best enemies. And they'll always give you like a good amount of XP until you've reached a certain point. At a certain point, and this goes for any floor, like at a certain point, the enemies that appear on that floor will give you like 75% less experience than you would get normally. And that like scales as you level up. It doesn't just like drop to it, but it goes like a little bit down, a little bit down, a little bit down, and then it goes to that like huge floor XP gain. To make sure you can't just like sit there and just grind up to level 99. I mean, I guess you could do that, but it would take you forever to do that.
Go, Sensei! Now's our chance. You ready?
Hell yeah. Notice that now that we have a third character in our odd attack, we're gonna be doing a lot more damage. Whereas before we were doing like 80 with just Yosuke and the main character, now we're doing 138. Excuse me. There's a new persona here, but there's 2 of the cards that lose XP and money, so I'm just gonna run away. Generally speaking, if there's more than just one of those cards, I don't risk it unless I like absolutely want a persona that's in the cards. Otherwise, I always just look away. I kind of hate this version of Shuffle Time. In Persona 3, you could get like item cards as well that would like give you money scaling on the level of the card. You get experience points, like bonus XP based on the scaling of the card. You get items. Like, it was so much better in Persona 3. I don't really know why they changed it. I felt like it appeared a little too often in 3, but like you could have just lowered the encounter rate if you wanted.
You hit its weakness. Smart. Now's good answer.
But what can you do? And Shuffle Time doesn't appear after every battle, as you've seen. I don't really know how you can... I don't think you can guarantee it, but it does seem to happen more often if you finish a battle with an all-out attack, or exploiting an enemy's weakness, or getting a crit. Generally speaking, those things make it happen more often, but it's not like a guarantee. I'm wondering if there's a chest down that other hallway path. Wait, no, that's where those enemies are. Right, never mind. So we can get this guy to turn around. Get in here and get a player advantage. I want to burn through my SP too fast, so we're just going to burn through these guys with our normal attacks. And see, we should be strong enough now, where we should be able to do some good damage, clear them out in one hit. So Chie's persona, since I haven't gone over hers, her persona, actually she doesn't have that ability yet, but she has an attack increasing item, or attack increasing. So our base persona does defense, increase in defense, hers does increased attack, and Yosuke's does increased hit and evasion. Starting out. Ooh, this is a critical hit. So like I said earlier, only physical attacks can crit. It's like your normal basic attacks and then persona physical abilities. Those are the only things that can critically hit. However, the magic things. Ooh, Snuff Soul. That's really good. That heals 50 SP. But anyway, the magical things, they're more commonly weak to magic. There are some enemies that are weak to physical attacks, but it's not super often. Um, in 3, it was a little bit easier to dodge enemies. You can dodge an enemy and just run away from them. If there's like a hallway you can go down. But generally speaking, like this, since the hallways are so short, unless you can run away from them just fully, there's not really too much
There's
you can
only
do.
one enemy. Go for a first strike. Throw down. That's it, Yosuke. One enemy. Okay.
And every character has their own unique attack lines. It's pretty cool. I don't know how we haven't gotten more G's yet. We've done like 4 all-out attacks and only Yosuke's talking. I think it's tied to the character who gets the knockdown, but if the main character does it, it should be random. Because the main character doesn't even talk. Life's still nice. That was the thing I was talking about earlier that restores 30% of your max HP.